Hello everyone, welcome back to the 10p Gamer channel. We have just pulled up to Rainbow Riches, the original. Taking the stake down to the 20p, we're going to get started. We are playing the super old version of Rainbow Riches. This is the original first Rainbow Riches to come out online. And it looks like it too. The graphics are horrendous, which is brilliant. I love that, playing these older style games and you get the old style graphics to go with it. So that's really good. And this is so you'll remember, if you know this game, which you probably do. This is a game with 3 bonus rounds. You've got I don't know what they're actually called. We've got what I call the wells, which is the wishing wells. So that's that one there. That's just come out on the first reel. You've got the garden, which I call the garden. I'm sure it's Road to Riches or something like that, but I always call it the garden. And then you've got the chests in the middle, the 3 chests, which I also have no idea what they're called. But there's the chest. Pots of gold, that's the one. So there's the 3 bonus rounds, and we're after all 3 of those in this video. But it's a brave pull-up to Rainbow Riches, because this game is sometimes not very nice. So, and I say that about quite a few games, because quite a few of these games are actually a little bit brutal. But this one particularly, those pots in the middle are really hard to get. But when you do get them, they very often are huge. So that's what we're after. And obviously there's a few little wins on the reels as well. Some of the base wins are actually okay. I have had all of the jackpot symbols on this before, all of the Rainbow Riches symbols. I've had those whole screen, those come out. And I think, sort of fairly disappointingly, it's something like 80 quid on 20p ago. That was nearly the pots. It's something like 80 quid on 20p ago. It's not particularly huge. Like, okay, 80 quid on 20p ago is quite a big win. But it's nothing crazy like £1,000, like 100,000 pyramids got you has got the £1,000 jackpot on 20p ago, or even 15p ago on that game. So it's not huge, but it is 80 quid, and I will take it if it comes out. It would still be really good to see. But what this game does have as well is quite a few of those little sort of the wins you don't want to see. You know, when you get 3 10s and it's like 2p. There's loads of those in this game. Absolutely loads of them. The symbols 10 Jack Queen King are just absolutely ghastly. Unless you get 5 of them, in which case they're actually not too bad. Then you can sort of get a quid or so for getting 5. So that's what you're after. It's obviously got the wild symbols as well. So yeah, we're gonna plod along. That's really annoying on this site. My balance is at the top there, and it's being covered by this, and I don't really know how to overcome that difficulty. It doesn't make that much difference, because I can still see the pounds we've got. I just can't see the pence. So we'll have to just judge it a little bit by just when we get down towards the end, which is coming sooner rather than later, which I'm judging by this. We'll just have to judge it by the amount of spins we hit after a pound sign. So that's fine. That's fine. I can just hear the clicking in the background as I frantically click the mouse. I don't know if you can hear that, but it seems really loud to me. But that's what we got to do. And we won't go into the reasons for that yet again in a 100th video in a row. 15p. So we are somewhere near £4 there. So yeah, it would be nice to get a little bit of a boost from one of the bonus rounds. I think on the wishing wells, if you get those, the max... Oh, and it was so close. Always makes your heart jump a little bit when 2 of those come out. Oh, and again, and now it's on the 3rd reel. So it's threatening that a little bit. That'd be nice. Wouldn't mind getting that. So on the wishing wells, I think the maximum win on there is 25x. And the maximum win on the Road to Riches is 500x, or maybe 1000x if you get it with 4 symbols, or something along those lines. So some pretty decent wins in the rounds. But I'm starting to get the impression that we're not going to see any of those, because we're currently on £2 something. So yeah, 10p for the aces. See, 3 aces, 10p. It's pretty horrible. Ah, 2 of those again. So it's a bit of a tease. Oh, and now 2 pots as well. Was it a mistake to come to Rainbow Riches after we had a relatively good session on Cleopatra, or Cleopatra 2, I think it was actually playing okay, but this not so good. Not so good. But it is like this. This is one of those games where sometimes you can come on here and it can be a little bit brief with you, and it can send you south a little bit quick. But it just is what it is with Rainbow Riches. So that's just dipped below £1. So we're on our last 5 spins. So that's 2. Oh, horrendous. 3. We've come to the wrong game. Did we come to the wrong game? I think we probably did. It'll be the shortest session ever recorded. It is a 6-minute session unless the wells come in. On that must be the last spin. Or something very close. Come on. 10x. Okay. So that was the best one on there. So we ended up with £2. It's not over yet. That's 20p. But that's the 3rd time it's threatened in that manner. And you just wonder if we had a bit of a balance to chase it with, would we get it? Or is it just teasing? It could just be teasing. It's good at that. So, yeah. So that was close. It's a little bit tense. Couple of 10s there. And let's see, we just dipped down below the £1 again there. That's going to be 10p. I have no idea what our balance is. I'm just going to have to click until it tells me I'm not allowed to click anymore. That's aces and 10s. So 15p. But yeah, we have just missed out, unfortunately, on this one. So thanks for joining this rather brief session. I was just about to close out and we've won £2.32. Famously on this channel, every time I try and close out a video, we get a win. So that's good. I'm going to try and close it out early all the time. If it works, it works. So that was 230. Not bad. And there's the aces again. That's a double, so that's 20p. It's just about keeping us in the game, but you just wonder for how long. That's okay. That's 25p. I thought something more serious was going to come out with those jackpot symbols then. They built up really nicely at the start. Just dipped down below the £2 mark again, as you can just see there. That's all the jacks for £1. This is a knife-edge session. It's just keeping us right near the end for as long as possible. And I'm sure at some point it will just suddenly dip and that'll be that. But it's been quite entertaining. Okay, a little bit of a win there, 10p. So we're just hovering around the £2 mark. I just saw it dip down to £1 something. Really annoying. The balance is covered by whatever that is. They really didn't think that through. Or maybe it's because I'm full screen. I don't know, but it's definitely annoying. That's 5p. There's some jacks. Unfortunately, that's not 5 jacks, so it's a really minuscule amount. 10s and jacks. So there's just little wins coming in here and there. But I have to say, I just got a feeling from how big the initial drop was that this probably wasn't going to be it. But we gave it a try, and we're going to keep sort of pivoting back to these games. There's a couple of aces. We'll keep pivoting back to these games and giving them a shot and just seeing what we can get from them. There's a couple of Rainbow Riches symbols, 6p. And seeing what we can get, and eventually we're going to see some more rounds and see some more wins. Is that all the 10s? No, that's not. Sometimes that's a pay line across like that. That was quite close. It's 10p. Yeah, so it hasn't worked for us this time, I don't think, but we can pivot back at some point and we'll give it another try until we hit some of these bonus rounds. I feel like those 3 pots of gold aren't that far away. We must be coming into our last few spins now, and again, that's £4.50. I don't think it wants us to lose. Every time I go to end the video, it just smacks out another win. Shall I try and end the video now? Just while we're on £5. It's unbelievable. That's great. That's given us a boost, and now we've got a chance for a bonus round. A few more shots at the pots, which sounded fantastic. A few more shots at the pots, but hopefully we have got a couple more shots and we've got a chance, because we have been close to getting it. I feel like we've been sort of teased, and it's sort of suggesting something, perhaps. Oh, there's no symbols again. This one looks good. 660. Wow. Okay, now we've got a new balance problem. I can't see the second digit. Oh, what have they done with this game? I know that's £10. I can just see the edge of the circle, but that was quite good. So actually, 1 minute you think you're seconds away from ending a video and ending your session, and the next minute you're back up over your starting balance. I just wish... Oh, I could probably judge it by this at the top here. So this thing here, this little green thing, which I'm sure is some sort of another extra rule that's been brought in for UK gamblers. I'm absolutely certain of it because I see it on every site now. But I'm pretty sure that tells you exactly how much you're up or down. And we started on pretty much £10. So that means whenever we're sort of £10 up or £10 green or £10 red on here, we're going to be sort of either up or down on our balance that much. So that'll be the best way to judge the balance while it's trying to block it from us. See the pots of gold still threatening a little bit. They're still here and there. You're seeing the odd one. But we haven't had the sort of... There's one there again. But we haven't had the two and spin for a while. So they've sort of disappeared. We kind of seem to be nowhere near for the road to riches either. That seems to have given up completely. So it has died off a little bit. We were getting quite a lot of activity close to the start again. Which, yeah... Oh, that's all the kings. What pay line is that? Oh, it's that one. Okay, so it's straight up. Left to right, bottom to top. So that's £2. That's quite good on the kings. I think that wild might double the win. I've got a funny feeling it does. So yeah, but apart from a little bit of early activity, which is very common, as I was saying in the last video, you come on these games and get quite a lot of activity quite early on in the session, then it kind of slopes off. Apart from that, oh, there's 2 pots again. Apart from that, we haven't had many threats apart from this one. Oh, it's starting to come out again. Okay, so are we seeing a bit of a change in activity from the game? That was a slightly quicker spin as well, actually. So not bad. We're back up on £8. So what looked like it was going to be a really quick session and a real beating has turned into quite a lengthy session, and we're getting a hell of a game out of it. Oh, there he is again. Just hanging around. Oh, there's that quick spin again, and we ended up getting 2 of the road to riches. Here he is, surely. Oh, blocked by the pots to gold. Like I was saying recently, and you see it in a lot of the Megaways games now, where, is this going to be it finally? No. You see it in a lot of the Megaways games now. You'll get like 5 or something, like you'll get 5 queens, and it'll be like 6p, and you're just like... It's hardly worth the symbol even being on there at that point. I mean, it only serves its purpose to block other symbols, I think. That's probably what it's there for. So it's actually nice and quite common. Oh, we got the wishing wells again. And it's... Oh, £2. Not bad. Again, that's actually quite good for this round, hitting the 10x. So, a little boost, a little £2. I've completely forgot what I was saying. But yeah, it is quite nice. And you see it quite commonly on the Rainbow Riches games, that the base wins, apart from the fact on 3 symbols for 10, Jack and Queen and King, it's pretty embarrassing stuff. But if you get onto getting 5 symbols like that, the win's actually pretty good. It's not bad. I mean, a 5x for all the queens is you know, compared to most games, really good. That's how it used to be back in the day, as I always say. I make myself sound super old, but I'm not that old, honestly. I always say back in the day and the classics and all the old slots, and they're really actually, you know, I know some of these games are probably getting on for sort of 15, 20 years old, but it's not that old, really. Kings, 55p. How is that not a bonus? How have we not had any of the bonuses apart from the wishing wells, which don't really qualify as proper bonuses? There we go, finally. And I think it's called Road to Riches, is it? It's not called The Garden, I'm pretty sure of that. It's called Road to Riches. Oh, it's only a 200x. Okay, so it's a 500 when you get 4 spins, probably. God, some of these are ghastly, aren't they? Good God. How dare they put a 1x at the start? It's criminal. There's another 4, though, so that's not too bad. Let's keep going. There's only £40 at the top there. Oh, that's quite good. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, it's a collect. Wow, that was loud. I don't know if that's coming out loud for everyone else when you're watching this video, but good God, that was loud. So, 265. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. I'm quite happy with that. It's just starting to die off a little bit, which is not what you want to see after the decision I just made to carry on. But it's not over yet by any means. There's the jacks, see? It's not over yet by any means. We are still well within a shot of getting those pots of gold. I really feel like we've got a chance. We've got the best chance possible. We've had a couple of really good boosts of our balance with wins on the reels. We've had wishing wells come in. We've had Road to Riches. So it's given us every chance to stay in the game at the moment and give ourselves the best possible chance of hitting those pots. Well, we've had that one now. We've seen that. I'm after the pots of gold. That's what I'm after. We're after the big prize. I think there's the max prize on the pots of gold. Oh, so close. The max prize on the pots of gold, I think, is 500x. I think 500x is on there, which is £100, which is absolutely fine. That'll do nicely. That's what I'm on there for. But I'm also realistic. I'm quite happy to take any profit that the game will pay. So if we come off there with £20, £40, that's still great. Still great to have a good session on here and come off with a bit of profit. So it's definitely worth fighting for. It's definitely worth staying in the game for at the moment. Maybe we won't get the pots of gold after all, but it was definitely worth a try. It does look like it's sort of died off, and in the last few spins, it's just. Yeah, it's kind of like one dead spin after another with just every now and then it will throw in the odd 5-10p win. I've seen this is a very familiar sequence for Rainbow Riches, so that's okay though. If I start closing out the video at some point, I know it's going to bring us in a win at the end or a bonus round as per. Oh, 2 symbols again. We've been so close to that. I'm actually quite surprised that hasn't come out. It's been so close. Just getting teased at the end here. This is kind of unfair. But yeah, it did feel like it was going to do this. The last sort of 5 or 6 quid, it has been heading down to this kind of conclusion. But we've had hell of a game. We really have. We've really had a hell of a game trying. We've had some bonus rounds. We've had some pretty good wins on the reels. That looks good. That's 45p. Actually looked like it was going to be half decent. 2 of those again. What are we on now? £8 down, so we're probably getting down towards the 0 balance now. So thanks for joining. We've had a really good session. It's been really interesting. Okay, we lost on this occasion. You can't win them all. But it's definitely been interesting. If you want to see more Rainbow Riches, do post in the comments. Look back at the other videos we've done as well. We've been on Cleopatra. We've been on the 100,000 pyramid. I have no idea what my balance is. Am I going to get away with another 20p? Yeah, I did as well. I know one. Yeah, we've been on so many of the old classics recently, so do have a look back through. Let me know what your favourite game is, or if you've got a different game you'd like me to play. I know I've had a request recently for Nitropolis, which I do need to, if it's said like that, Nitropolis, something like that. I need to have a look at it, because I've seen a few other streamers playing it. Yeah, definitely balance is too low now. I'm just trying to work out how much. I reckon I can probably get should we try a 15p spin? Oh no, 10p? Let's give that a go. Yes, we had enough in there for a 10p. And we won 50p. Honestly. I know I'm just delaying the inevitable and prolonging the agony, but this has worked for me in the past. Just doing these. That's 5p. I don't know how I'm going to work out what's left in the balance, but that looks like a win. 15p. Just keep going until it won't let me go anymore. I think I've got one more 10p spin by the looks of that, because we're in the same position we were in last time. See if I can make it 11p. I can make it 11p. Oh, you'd be devastated if the pots of gold came out there, wouldn't you? But that is the end. I know I've got 3p left in there now because we started on 9.98. So thanks for joining. Let us know any other slots you want us to play. But the general theme of the channel is we're going to be playing these old style slots. Some of the old classics that nobody else is really playing online. And they definitely should be, because these are some brilliant old slots. So thanks for joining me in this one. It wasn't a success in the end, but that's the way it is. I'll see you in the next one, where hopefully we can have a little bit more success.